Hello and welcome. Last lesson we discussed the molecule and its property, and today's lesson we will continue on the relation between the temperature and the physical state of matter. So here we have a solid, and as we mentioned, the solid molecule are fixed in their position because they have a narrow intermolecular space and very strong intermolecular force. And as we heat the solid, the temperature will rise and the molecule gain thermal energy, so their speed increase until they reach the melting point. When they reach the melting point, the intermolecular space will increase and the solid turn into liquid. But notice as they melt, the temperature will stay constant until all solid turn to liquid. So as we keep heating the liquid, the temperature rises again and the molecule gain thermal energy, so they gain speed, and the intermolecular spaces keep increasing until they reach the boiling point. So when they reach the boiling point, the intermolecular space will be greater and the liquid start turn to gas. But notice as they turn to gas, the temperature will stay constant. So on heating the solid substance, the molecule gains thermal energy. So the speed of molecule will increase until they reach the melting point. So the speed of the molecule overcome the intermolecular force and become more loose, more free. So the intermolecular space will increase, leading to the change of matter from solid state to a liquid state in a process called melting. And when heating the liquid substance, as the molecule gains thermal energy, there is the speed of the molecule increase until they reach the boiling point, and the molecular speed will overcome the intermolecular force and become more free. So the intermolecular space will increase, leading to the change of matter from a liquid state to a gas state in a process called vaporization. Okay, this part is for knowing. So we have the solid, and as we heat the solid, the temperature rises until they reach the melting point. But as they melt, the temperature stays constant until all solid turn to liquid, and then the temperature rises again until liquid reach the boiling point. And as they turn from liquid to gas, the temperature stays constant. So this part, when the temperature of the solid as it melts stay constant, we call it the latent heat of melting. So the latent heat of melting is the amount of heat required to change 1 kilogram of substance from the solid state to a liquid state without change in temperature. And this part, when the matter change from a liquid state to a gas state without changing temperature, we call this the latent heat of vaporization, which is the amount of heat required to change 1 kilogram of substance from liquid to a gaseous state without changing the temperature. So third, we discuss the type of molecules. We have two types of molecules, element molecule and compound molecule. So the element is the purest and simplest form of matter that can be decomposed into simplest form. So element is the simplest pure form of a substance. We couldn't decompose it chemically into simpler substance. Or the element is substance whose molecule is composed only of one kind of atom. So molecule of element, just only one kind of atoms. And we have element that composed of one atom, we call it monatomic, meaning one atom, like metals, mercury, which is the only liquid metal, and the noble gas, like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. We have element molecule that composed of two atoms, we call it diatomic, like the non-metal, like bromine, which is liquid non-metals, and the active gas, like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, and fluorine. Second, the compound molecule. Compound meaning substance whose molecule is composed of different atoms. So it is the product of a combination of two or more atoms, different element with constant weight ratio. So compound mean different atoms. Element mean one type of atoms. Like the hydrochloric acid, composed of one hydrogen atom and one fluoride atom. The water, composed of two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. The ammonia, composed of three hydrogen atom and one nitrogen atom. So why the property of molecules are different from each other? Because they vary in their number of atoms. They have different kind of atom, and they differ in the combination or the way of combination between the atom, how the atom combined together.